I am in a different location. Good. Carrie says we're good. Got both. Email also class. You must have an entire suitcase. I do, Wes. You should see. I actually have a really cool bag. I don't know if I showed you or not, but I have a very, very cool bag. Totally agreed with your Roger this morning over Powell. We were both feeling his fuzzy response. No soup. Yep. Stewart says you sent out now way too early. I don't send them out. No, I don't play golf, even though I live on the 10th hole. Hey, Matt, go ahead and resend them again, would you? Just in case they came out too early.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Hmm.
Hope everybody's enjoying this Friday. I'm here for my tomorrow is my wife's birthday. We are in St. Pete's and Treasure Island. We're hanging out here. We had a really good time. We came here a few months back and we had a really good time. So we brought my family last time. This time, just my younger daughter. My older daughter is already in Tampa. She goes to school here. So thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. I will pass it on to her. It is tomorrow. She is going to be 24 years old, Matt.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the ticket. 24 years. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. All right, let's see. What time is it? I'll give the room a few more minutes. You're right. I am super early today. I was an eager
Wait,
beaver.
your son's gonna be 24.
My son is already 24. He just turned 24. No,
Well,
wait a
your
minute.
daughter's not that old.
Hold on a second. You're confusing me. My son
You
just
just confused me. You
my
said she's gonna turn 24. Who's
no,
turning 20?
no, no, no. My
Your
wife.
wife.
I'm messing around with you on that.
I'm
My
sorry. You're a little bit in and out, and so I got it now.
my daughter is going to be my daughter just turned 20. My son just turned 22 and and my wife is going to be 24 again. There you go. That's it.
Okay. All right.
All right, all right. So let's talk a little bit about the Fed and I'll share my screen. And again, please I excuse me for not being 1000% on the level because I am not in my usual location, but you should be able to see TC 2000 here. Matt, by the way, uh, I am look just so you know, you're looking at the web version of TC 2000. You're not looking,
Oh.
yeah, you're not looking, yeah. And a lot of folks were talking about buying semiconductors, by the way. See how we're bouncing down again? Look at Micron right now, folks. Look at Micron. That's a stock that I would recommend. I'm going to give you guys a War Dog is back. So, because you guys are here, I was going to put this on an A line. You can't see my screen. Matt, can you see my screen?
Let's see TC 2000.
That's my screen. Thank you. Paulie, I think it's on your end. I'm sharing my entire screen and I'll actually move my monitor away from my screen so you guys get even more view. Okay, now you could see it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a trade right now. Do you guys want me to give you a trade right now? Because it's Friday. Fed just spoke. It's been a long week. I'll give you guys a trade. So Micron. Let's see. Let's. Hey Bob, how are you? Looking rough? No, I'm great. I'm great. It's been a long day, and I'm not in my regular location. I'm not in my regular location. I don't know. Am I looking rough, Matt? You look. Don't.
You don't look your normal self.
Well, the camera. It's a different camera. You know
Yeah.
what is it? Different video quality or what?
You're just really close to the camera. I think that's part of the problem.
Oh, I
You're
see.
usually way offset, and you're like right up in it.
Here, does that look better?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. I don't care.
You're traveling, you know.
I'm traveling. Let me be. I'm traveling. No, I'm just it's just a different camera, different lighting. Yeah, my makeup on, partied and danced last night till 9:30 o'clock at night. So let's see. Let's go out. All right, let's do this. Let's go out to September 13th. Let's go to some put skis here. What is this here? Hey, Steve, this morning you were explaining why unusual. 1 second, Stephen. Let me just finish this. Looks like you got something interesting to say here. Where's Micron right now? It's at 102.
Seems like we're catching a bit again.
Yep. Let's go right here. Let's go right here, 111. Actually, let's do 110. There's more liquidity here. Let's do one right here. September 110. Right here. September 13th. September 13th, 110. Put. Okay. Now, if it doesn't start making money within the next couple of days, get out of it. Like 3, 4 days, get out of it. Now, Steve says this morning you were explaining why unusual activity with options is not a good indicator of taking a position. Only shows what institutions have already done, right? Without the other side of the trade. So it is true that if 12,000 contracts sold, it does not provide guidance for getting in. Also, it does not provide guidance for how might understand insider trading. Is that an indicator worth considering? Good questions. Good questions. Great question, Steve. So let me answer your question. Okay, it's a good question, and we do have a lot of time today because I don't have a lot of short trades today. Meanwhile, let me also put the SPY back here so I could see what's going on. So to answer your question, the first thing I like to do when I think of anything is I like to use common sense. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let's say that somebody bought right now. How about let's go to our example. How about Micron? How about the Micron example? Let's say somebody buys, hypothetically speaking, let's just say somebody buys 1.7 thousand contracts on the 105 put that's expiring today. Okay, over 1,000 contracts. Let's just say that. Okay, let's just hypothetically say that was happening. Okay, how do you know whether that was just part? What if? So here's my question to you: what if they did a debit spread? What if they did an iron condor? What if they hedged their existing long position? So my
Calendar
question to
spread.
uh, what if they did it? Thank you. Hey, a calendar. I know a guy that does calendar spreads all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Right, right. So Steve, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question, Steve. See, this is the way we did it in law school. When the teacher asked the students the questions, not the other way around. So my question to you is this: how the hell would you know what that volume went into? Me too, Rochelle. Me too. And I hope you enjoy. My daughter got her cat. My daughter sneaked the cat, asked my wife to tell me, to promise not to tell me about it, so she could have a cat in Tampa and I would know about it. Can you imagine these shenanigans that going on in front of my face, Matt?
You had Grand Theft Kitty?
My daughter bought a cat and knew that I disapproved her buying a cat, and asked my wife to tell her to not tell me about the cat. I
Oh,
found out about the cat, and Clyde is very upset. Let me show you this. Let me show you this cat. Here's here's the cat. There's the cat right there. You could see the cat. He's a frisky cat. Can you imagine that, Matt? Pulling a fast one over me like that? Yeah, yeah. Her name is Posse because she likes to pose.
she's
But
not
that's
doing a very good job of keeping a secret if she takes
no,
photo evidence.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, yeah. The cat is a baby, like 8 weeks old, 10 weeks old. My daughter's 20. But see, my daughter's living in Tampa, and the reason I don't want her to get a cat is because I don't want her to be stuck and not being able to travel and come home and all that stuff. And I can't have her bringing any more cats home because we have 4 cats and 4 dogs. So
Well, you have
basically,
like a couple days with a cat, right?
what? What?
Can't you like leave the food out for like a day, at least a day, or you have like a day or two
Oh
with
yeah.
a
Plus
cat?
plus we have somebody coming over that, but not for my daughter. She's in Tampa, and I just don't want her to be restricted, and I don't want to end up being the daddy of another cat because God knows I'm a cat daddy of already 4 cats. So it's a big, big problem. You see, it's a big
Yeah.
conundrum here. But anyways, let this be the problem these are the problems in my life. So let's get back to what Steve was talking about. So Steve, this huge order that just came through for Micron, do you know if it's a calendar spread, if it's an iron condor, if it's just a directional trade? Do you have any idea? Because I don't. How do you know the guy's not buying or selling and arbitraging? How do you know? How would you know? I don't know. So how can I use information based on large volume where I have no idea what the guy's doing at all? Maybe he's legging into a position. I would rather just look at my dashboard and see which stocks are at the top and have volume. And I can promise you, if a stock is outperforming 500 S&P stocks with volume, it is being bought up by institutions because otherwise it wouldn't be doing that. See, to me, that makes sense. Relying on option activity doesn't because I don't know what the entire option. See, if there was somebody who announced, I just put on a position and I bought 50,000 Micron options net, that would be different, you see? But you don't get that information. You just get what the trade, you're just seeing what trades are going through. So my question, Steve, please tell me, do you know? Because I've been doing this for 30 years and 8 months. And I still haven't been able to figure out how, by looking at a large option order, I'm able to figure out the entire idea behind that order. Whereas if I'm right now looking at my dashboard and if I'm seeing something being bought up, Lance has got his own thing going on, you know? Yeah, I don't know what Lance is doing. Lance has got his own thing going on. And I don't get involved because it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I can move this to the up, left, right. I can move it wherever you want. So to me, my question would be, how now if somebody can answer that question to me, no, you can't do anything on Insider because first of all, Insider transactions are delayed by X amount of time. So by the time the transaction is done, and also you don't know insider transactions, you could use those for investment purposes, not for trading purposes.
That's very true.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah.
Because if the CEO is buying their own company, obviously they believe in it.
Exactly. So maybe over the next 10 years or over the
Right.
next 3 quarters, but that's not trading. There's no way you can know for sure 100%. No. But I find with a 95 plus percent accuracy that when I see stocks on my Pro Trader dashboard and they're all day long being accumulated, yeah, I could promise you that stock is 100% with uncertainty, Cyrus, being heavily accumulated by institutions. 100% certainty. Actually, not 100%, 1,000,000% certainty. Because there's no way the stock can gather the momentum to be outperforming every stock in the S&P 500 without that. And that's why, folks, nobody else has anything like it. Am I trying to sell it to you? No, I'm just telling you. You know anything else like the dashboard? No. You would need to look at time and sales of the option to help you. Yeah, you would have to do a lot of forensic accounting, Robert, and it would take a long time. And again, see, Steve, me telling you no, it doesn't work means nothing. Why does it not work? That's the question. Why does it not work? Okay. Anyways, so here is my big problem still. Let me just bring this in a little bit. Move this over here. Yeah, exactly. Just follow the tape. Again, I'm still having a big problem with this. Notice Powell's news came out. Interest rates are going down. And what's SMH doing? Now, here's the problem. Every single day, and it's now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Every single day, this doesn't go up, emboldens the bears for this to go down. Okay. No, Jim, I don't care what Micron is doing now because I'm giving you this trade based on daily time period. The only time I would be concerned about Micron is if Micron starts breaking the 50-day moving average or going strongly with volume above this pivot. You see, look, see, let me show you something. Look at volume. Volume is not going higher. Maybe or Gaston, NVIDIA earnings could change it one way or another.
Dow just broke the high.
Yeah. So again, and the fact that the Dow is breaking out is great, but QQQ is not. That's a problem. That's a problem. Remember yesterday I was showing you Microsoft?
It's the weak one today.
Yes. Matt, this morning, you don't watch my morning
But I already knew though. See, like we're on the same page.
Stuart, if you paid $17,500 for my VIP, don't you think it would be great for you to contact customer service and ask them? You didn't buy it from me, you bought it from customer service. Call them and ask them. Do I look like a customer service agent to you, Stuart? Do you think I saw your receipt go through? Did I have anything to do with it? No, you're talking to the wrong guy. That's why I'm saying if you guys are expecting me to help you with customer service issues, you're talking to the wrong guy. That's why we have 20 customer service agents. Call them. Yeah, please call them so they can get you squared away. I want you to get squared away. All right. But here, look, Matt, this is what I was trying to say. Look, let me show you this. Look at Tesla. Does that look strong to you?
No.
Okay. Look at Google. Does that look strong to you? Look at the left. Don't look here. Look to the left. Does that look strong? I know you know. I'm telling everybody else.
Yeah.
But does that look strong to you? No. Well, and then how about this? Look at Applied Materials. Yeah. Yeah. So my point is, they're all right at the 8-day line. That's right, Mark. They are excellent. Tell us why. Tells us why. Yeah. So I'm not liking it. Now, here's the thing. My Zoom. No, I'm on a different. I'm traveling right now, Brendan. So it's all, But my point is this. My point is this. Powell didn't. Yes, Nestor. That's exactly what I recommend. Yeah, I'm not in my usual location. I'm traveling. I'm in Treasure Island, St. Pete's.
Did you take your new camera or your old camera?
I didn't take. So here's the thing. All right. I didn't take my new camera, and I'm not using my old camera. Let me explain to you why. The reason for that is because my computer has two USB inputs. One of those inputs is being used for the KYY monitor that I'm using. And the second one, Matt, is being used for my microphone, which is right here.
Oh, you didn't pack a USB splitter?
No, I didn't. I forgot. So I'm actually using I'm using the camera that came with my computer, which sucks. I can't even use this thing. So that's because I want my two monitors right now. Yeah. So anyways, look, let this be the biggest problem in our life. You guys can see me okay. You guys can hear me okay. Yeah, Treasure Island, different Treasure Island. So again, the bottom line is I am not loving what I'm seeing from the QQQ, and I am hating what I'm seeing from semiconductors. And I could assure you, I could promise you with a substantial degree of certainty that the S&P 500, notice the S&P 500 is still not all the way up because it has a lot of those stocks holding it down. The point is, we're seeing a lot of stocks selling off right now that shouldn't be selling off, and that is a problem. That is a problem. Hold on one second. Let me just stop my share for 1 second here. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I'm while I'm in a different place. Okay. Let me share my monitor again with you. All right. I'm back. So, we did not get the kind of announcement that I was hoping for. He was being as squirrely as usual. Part of the market is reacting bullish. I gave you guys a trade. I gave you guys a trade in I gave you guys a trade I gave you guys a trade in JP Morgan. The reason I gave you a trade in JP Morgan is because I wanted something that would be bullish ahead of the news. And that's why I wanted you guys to sell it ahead of the news. I didn't want you to hold that stock through the news. And I told you so. And you can't tell me, and you can't tell me that you didn't know, and you can't tell me you didn't do it because it wasn't a swing trade, because it was. So you can't use that as an excuse. Did anybody in my pit make money on the JP Morgan trade? That was a classic example of buy the rumor, sell the fact. You see, Matt, they don't write anything until you start asking them questions. You got to probe for these things.
You got to force it out of them.
Yeah. A lot of money. I like that. If you made, let me know what the percentage you made is. A, it helps others gauge what they should be making. And B, it tells me if I'm holding my winners long enough. Like Gaston asks me, hey, how come I'm making 4% when somebody else is making 12? So this helps us figure out the amounts. Good. Again, I want to be as transparent as you guys standing behind my shoulder. Okay? Mike,
that also can be translated to, I need to see if I should yell at Matt or not because he's giving me bad fills.
I didn't say that, but yes, that's true.
I know what you meant.
All right. As long as you guys made money. Yeah, I don't know where the 347% came from. Hey, Gaston, I didn't write that. Hey, Gaston, don't write it to me. I didn't write that. I did 34.7%. Gaston, if you have a question, write it to somebody else, not me. Gaston, you're writing only you can't, people can't see what you're writing. You're writing to hosts and panelists. Switch your thing to everyone. So everybody could see your reaction and comments, okay? The blue panel that you have, switch it from host and panelists to everyone. Yes, now we could see it. There you go. Yeah. All right. You're good to go up. Good. See, we got to keep Matt busy. All right. So, don't have a really great sense of the market. Obviously, I will go. I'm being extremely cautious with tech stocks right now. I still like defensive stocks. I am not convinced. I think that I am becoming more and more convinced that we're not going to see a rally. I'm becoming way more convinced that we're not going to see a rally in chip stocks potentially till the earnings next quarter. I think now the pressure on NVIDIA is more than ever. NVIDIA is the next major catalyst. So nice. Good. We don't have too many pit haters around here. That's good. So I'm glad that you guys made money on JP Morgan. So the next step is we have to reassess the situation, and we need to see how today plays out. Also, it's Friday, and remember, Friday around 1:32 2 p.m. we get we get we get a dull in the market. So Matt and I may put a couple of trades for over the weekend, but I'm not seeing too much hooray in the markets unless I see some real momentum. And yeah, I do have two monitors here and I am trading full time here. So I'm giving you signals full time, not taking time off till the market closes. So I will be here full time. All right, let's do our positions. All right, to the downside, we have NTES. I prefer you wait for it to break the 80-50, 80-40 level to the downside before jumping in. We are already at puts. We would go to, we would go right here to the 60, 69 delta. Their spreads are pretty wide, so you may want to jump around there. Like go right here, go to 76 delta, 89 put. It's a better deal. Spreads are only 40 cents, so you can work with this. But the market, you can work with this market maker. You could definitely work with this market. You could see you could work with this market maker. But Roger, there's no there's no liquidity. It doesn't matter. You can work with this market maker. Nice, Michael. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. That is the only there you go, Tony. That's the ticket. I don't drink, but I appreciate the offer. That's the only short stock I have right now. I don't have any breakdowns. I couldn't find um, any A line plays. There's just not a lot. Uh, I no no not PDD. PDD. I was just looking at PDD. That's not a trade. NTES is a trade right there, with your stop loss being buy stop being at 88.80. And I would wait for this to break down. I'd want to see this break down hard. Charter is still in play. If you guys wanted to do it, it's still in play. It's I would have preferred you got out yesterday when I told you to, but if you haven't, it should revert back down. But I did tell you guys if you're in charter to get out of that trade. Yeah, it's getting close to it's getting closer to the 200 day, and I didn't see much follow through yesterday. So I send you guys an alert telling you guys to get out. Bob, what put are you talking about? Are you talking about NTES put? Is this what you're talking about? Okay. NTES, I'll give it to you again, Bob. I gave it, but I'll do it again. 90 put, 90 put, 79 delta, 90 put. Did you get that this time? Oh, Jay just posted it right above your. Yeah. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue. I'm going to do the long side now. Okay. Brace yourself, Matt.
Uh-oh. Short list, I bet.
No, no, there's some good ones.
Oh, all right.
Brett's, I don't have time to go through them right now, but I don't think anything changed from this morning. It's got the 200-day right above us, so we don't want this one. Let's continue. K-View. Oh, that's a beauty right there. And it's consumer. Yeah, it's a defensive stock. Let's go to calls. Can you Matt, can you post the link to the webinar that I'll be doing later today in 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. 72 Delta. This room is really big. We're staying in a three bedroom room, a house, or not a house, a condo, and it's really 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 like echoey. I don't think you guys can hear any echo. Can you hear any echo, Matt?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I didn't think you would be able to. Nope. Yeah, these dynamic mics are amazing. Yeah. So good. You don't need to treat the room anymore. Okay. K-View. The only thing that's missing from this trip is Clyde. He refused to go. We would use a stop loss around the 2070 level. Good, Wade. Good. We would go 21 days out. We would go to the 72 delta. That's an expiration date of September 13th. That's our default date today. 2050 strike price. K-View 2050 strike price. Next one. Upstart Holdings. Nope. That's what Matt and I were talking about. Giving you guys a stealth trade. We're
Yeah,
looking.
this afternoon.
That's what we're looking at today.
Just waiting on things to settle down.
Jim, I'm not going to give any advice on exercising a time spread while I'm doing this right now, obviously. If you'd like, send me an email. Thanks. Oh, Murray. Upstart about 35 as my stop loss. This baby, it's spreadier now than ever. Go right here to the 66 delta, 3750 call, expiring September 13th. Yep, RSP, because RSP doesn't have those Google, the Tesla, the Microsoft, the
The equal-weighted
Micron,
SPY,
and they
right?
apply on its up. Yeah. And also, Matt, I want to start thinking about liquidating that IWM position, okay? If we
Mm-hmm.
don't, especially if we don't break down hard this afternoon, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. How many people on YouTube, Matt?
Uh, 56.
Wow, that's good. We got 324 in the room and 56. That's very, very good. I still like RTX. 21 days to go. 73 Delta, September 13th expiration, 117 call. Look at you, Brendan. Ooh, look at you, Perry. That's good. Smart. Smart. Those are good stocks. Newmont. Who was the one who was telling me yesterday all of a sudden that gold is not going up? It was, I mean, you folks have to stop reacting to things that go down one day against you. Huh. Thanks, Jerry. A reminder, 10 minutes after we started. Huh. Hey, better late than never, right? All right. Newmont. Uh 21 days to go. 768 Delta, 51 call right here. I guess we were overzealous today. Thanks, Jay. Yes, gold is still bullish. Yes, I think gold is still bullish. I got to talk to T-Buzz. I haven't talked to T-Buzz. We didn't go to dinner last week. I got to see what he thinks about gold. Everything I say about gold usually applies to silver, but not to the same degree because China is not hoarding silver right now, but they're hoarding gold. Oh, Realty. I like this one a lot right now. Looks very nice. Nice. Where'd you get that one, Phil? Where'd you get the Newmont idea from? About 59.50 as my stop loss. We will go 28 days out because we can't go anywhere else. 71 Delta, 60 call, September 20th expiration in O. I like this ETF a lot right now. This is my ETF for the day. You can't do these options because they don't have any liquidity, but I just wanted to show you that gaming and leisure ETF real estate, those are really in play right now. And those are not tech, by the way, folks. what I'm trying to do, let me cut to the chase. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to broaden your view of the market. A lot of you are like really into tech, and tech is being very, very sluggish lately. And I don't want you to think that I want you to understand that that there's a lot more to the market than tech. You know, Matt, your generation and folks who've only been in the market for the last 10, 15 years, they seem to put a lot more weight they put a lot more weight into tech than other sectors. You know, when you start talking, like, let me give you an example. Like if I give a ticker alert on uh, AMD or Google, I'll get like 30 thumbs up. But if I give an alert on, say, Leonard Holmes, I'm just making this up, I'll get like 5 thumbs up. People are attracted to those tech stocks. Don't do that. Nice,
No,
Lori. Nice. You're welcome, Lori.
I
Go
hate
ahead and
tech
grab that.
stocks.
Yeah, so folks, just understand there is more to it. What is the rule of thumb for a stop? Usually it's the 15-day EMA or the highest or lowest pivot near that level. So if you see the 15-day EMAs here and you see like, here's an example. See this pivot? Let's say the 15-day here, let me. So let's say this is the 15-day EMA, which it is. This is the 15-day EMA. And here you see this broke the 15-day EMA. I would put my stop right under the pivot. That's why I say uh, you can operate without tech. Heva, you can quite effectively actually. Without financials, maybe no, but without tech, it is possible. Yeah, that's why I think, or we'll need to, Ken, that's exactly why I believe we're going to have to wait for earnings to validate whether they are worthy of these expectations because they blew up so hard because of this whole AI fiasco.
Plus, their PEs are just out of control.
Right. Right. So anyway,
You can't be a growth stock forever.
no, you can't.
You have to
So
mature eventually.
right, exactly, exactly. So this is not an option play, but I just wanted to show you this ETF. There's other ETFs related to it that are really moving. Zillow, lower rates. And see, here's the thing. Do you think the real estate market will really care if interest rates start going down in September or November? Why? It's already known. We already know about it. The secret is out of the bag. See, let's say the mom, the whole example that I give you guys, that example you guys hate with the kid. I always talk about that kid. What if the mom said to the kid, "You're definitely getting the bike this year"? Maybe let's just say now it's only summer, right? Beginning of summer. And the mom says, "You're definitely getting that bike this year, but I don't know when. It could be December 31st or it could be September." That kid is going to be just as excited. He's going to be making his plans. He's not going to think about, oh, September, October, November. He's just going to be like, "I'm getting that bike." That's why, right? That's why Zillow and these home builders, they don't really, the only thing they care about is, are rates going down because we're in deep doo-doo, or are they going down because we need to slow down in the economy? We're trying to slow down the economy. That's the only differentiator. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a big difference. Nice, nice. Good for you, Don. Good for you. He would have already got that bike a year ago if he got his own paper route. All right. Stop loss right here. See, look, the 15 days here, right? Here's that pivot, right? So I go a little bit below the pivot. So it ends up being a little bit below the 15-day. Here's a perfect example of how instead of using the 15-day, I'm using the pivot. So I went to the 15-day, I put my cursor here, and I said, uh-oh, it hits this level. So I'll put it right below this level. See that? As long as it's below don't use a pivot that's above the 15-day EMA. Use the pivot that's below the 15-day EMA. All right. Just want to make sure you guys understand that. Let's go to options. My wife said, "Do you want to take today off, hang out with me a little?" I said, "You know what? After 2 o'clock, I'm going to hang out with my people." Daniel says, Please clarify, are these tickers you mentioned are just looking at potential, not executing, not you just reviewed considerations, right? First of all, Daniel, stealth, this is not a webinar or a program for stealth trade. This is just me talking about stocks. These are stocks that I'm adding on my watch list, my hit list, and showing you how they're on my watch list, why they're on my watch list, what stop I'm using on my watch list. This is to help folks get inside my head without spending 30 years rediscovering America. That's what this is for. It's there's and sometimes if I'm in the mood, I'll give a freebie. But this is more of a learning to kind of get inside my head to see how I analyze stocks. Hopefully that makes sense. Yep. So we're looking here at we're looking at 67 delta 53 call right here. And our stop loss, as I mentioned, will be right below this pivot, probably right around the 51.80 area. One second, guys. One second. One second, please. Bear with me, please. All right. Sorry about that. I don't anticipate anything, guys. Tim, what are you writing anyway? Tim, Chrisman, what are you, Biden, Harris? What are you doing, man? Click funnels. Okay. I, all right. All right. Let's go to SPY. Back to SPY here. I have no idea, Bodine. I have no idea.
I think it's spam. It's like the third day.
Yeah.
I booted him.
Okay. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's continue, guys. Sorry about that. T-Mobile. I apologize for that. T-Mobile. I've been talking up the stock for a few weeks now. Again, same situation. See where the pivot is right here. So this is good for you guys. You see how here's the 15-day? I put my cursor there, and I go back and I see these. I'm right at the bottom of these two little lines, and I'm touching them. See that? So I'll go a little bit lower, just a hair lower, not to touch those pivots. 193. Okay. 193. My option here is I wish you guys could see what I'm looking at. I'm about 50 feet from the water, maybe 60 feet from the water. It's beautiful here. $21 days to go. Uh, right here, 61 delta, 195 call. Yeah, I have to turn my whole computer. I'm not using an external camera, Robert, but I'll try. By the way, I've been recommending this stock now for several days. Just FYI. Oh, so well, Toll Brothers. Definitely. This is that kid, and mom's telling them, you're getting that bike. You're getting that bike. 15-day EMA, like right around here, about 134. You got to give it a little volatility. We're not talking about CN, Steve. We're talking about Toll Brothers. If I can only raise this thing. All D's are long. All D's are long. So we're going to Toll Brothers September 13th. We're going to go to the 69 Delta. That's a 141 call. 141 call, September 13th expiration. I still like RTX quite a bit, actually. Been talking about this stock for a while. Would use a stop right here at about the one, right at the 15-day here. There's no major pivot. This is a little too far away. So about 116.50 or so. Thanks, Brendan. 71 Delta, 117 call, September 13th expiration. Now, I just want to give you guys something to a few days ago, somebody was teasing me and asking me, well, let's just say hypothetically that SMH goes above the 50-day moving average. Hypothetically, let's just say that it gives us above the what chip stock do you like? Well, here's the chip stock that I like. Here's my favorite chip stock right now. And it's not Nvidia. It's Texas Instrument. Why do I like Texas? Now, would I be buying Texas Instrument right now? No, I'm not. There's no reason to right now, in my opinion. I don't. I not right now. But this is the stock that I'm watching, and if this stock is still making new highs or swing highs when SMH, which is the ETF, the track semiconductors rallies, that is going to be my first stop. Okay, not Nvidia. So let's say Nvidia has good earnings. All right, let's say Nvidia has really good earnings, and let's say SMH goes rallies high and I don't know if this is going to happen, but Texas Instrument would be my bet there. Okay, just to give you heads up. All right. I also like BTI, this stock. This will be my last one I'll give you today. And then Matt, you do seasonality. Matt, do you have the link to the webinar, the class? And I'm going to give you 3 stocks that I really like this year. So if you guys are long-term investors or not swing traders, position traders, I'll give you 3 stocks that I really like. That's happening today at noon. It's not going to be a long class. It'll be about 40 minutes or so. BTI, September 20th expiration, 83 Delta or 63 Delta, either the 36 or the 35 calls. I prefer the 35s, but you could do the 36. There's a lot of liquidity there. Look at this. 489 contracts traded, right? Spread, 5 cents. This option, 12 contracts traded. Spread, 10 cents, 5 cents. So look, 489, 12, same spread. 0 contracts traded, 10-cent spread. It's about the market maker. It's not about the volume. Stop looking here. Start looking here. You could tell this market maker wants to do business with you. You don't have to look at volume. You just have to look right here. This is a perfect example of options that have no volume that look fantastic. All right, Matt, I'm going to hand the are you there, Matt? I can't see you. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Now
Yep,
I can see you.
I'm here.
Do
Yeah.
seasonality and post the link before you leave. Make sure you do it for 10 minutes or less. And folks, I will see you in the other room in 10 minutes. And if I don't, have a fantastic weekend. See you soon. Thanks for being here, everybody. Bye, guys.
All right. It's Friday. So we do have the week ahead. You'll see some notable downside in quite a few sectors. Industrials, tech is pretty weak, financials pretty weak. healthcare, consumer discretionary, and the major indices, Dow, SPY, QQQ. I realize it's the ETF tickers, but they're all downside, which is interesting. All right, I'll leave that there for one more second. You guys can check it out, and then we'll head on over to our normal jazz. There we go. Weird. There we go. All right. Uh, more upside than downside, but a little bit choppy. This is more for learning and general trends. Although if I see a good trade, I will recommend it, but it doesn't happen every day. I will only recommend something if I see something good from this list. I'm not gonna force it every day. Hopefully that makes sense. Profit factors are okay. Some strength, just not really super impressive, but they're okay numbers. Short side seems to be kind of the opposite, so that does bode a little bit better for the long side. And I just sent that cell out to outer space. Oops. Here's 10-day old right here. Accuracies are notably pretty high, actually, and profit factors look decent. A lot of strength in industrials, consumer discretionary, utilities don't look too bad, real estate, and energy also doesn't look terrible. How can I get the YouTube channel for Roger? One sec, and I'll that's the link for the webinar. Here. Should be able to click a button, but yeah, I'll grab you the link. I just had to close it though, because it was freaking out. One second, folks. I'm gonna grab it. Mm. You know, it's funny when you're logged into your own YouTube account where we're streaming, it doesn't recommend your own stream to you, even if it's not open. Here's the YouTube. This is the current stream right here. VIX has moved lower, and it's still moving lower, which actually looks good for the long side. Okay, let's grab the momentum numbers, and then we'll kind of cut it short today because we got to get out of here. All right, your number on the long side is 277. It's 277 on the long side. On the short side, man, I hate this mouse. So 277 versus 57. That's pretty easy to remember. And on the 10-day hold, you've got 102 to 70 and 271 to 60. That's pretty strong, folks. That's more than half. But there's definitely quite a bit of divergence coming up. You have a lot of conflicting information. You got some really strong sectors, some really weak sectors. And I repeat, what? 271 on 10-day hold. 277 on the long side. And I think it was 67 on the short side. 40, nope, 57 on the short side. Those are your numbers, folks. I will see you all next week. But you guys can jump on over to this room and see what Roger has for you. I guess he's got some goodies, a couple tickers. Hopefully he'll tell me. Would be nice. But other than that, I will see you all to Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Let's see. Can you guys chat here with me? Yep, anyone can chat. Hope everybody's doing great today. Hope you guys are doing. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Hey, Deanna, how are you? I thought Raleigh was going to be with me today, but I guess not. I guess I'm the only man in here today. We'll give the room a few more minutes and then we'll start. Also, if I look a little fuzzy today, or if I don't look as normal as I usually do, it's because I am not using my typical camera. I am out of town. I'm actually, good morning, Camellia. I'm actually with my wife. We are in St. Pete's in Tampa, Treasure Island, St. Pete's. We're here for the weekend. It's her birthday. So we're hanging out with the family. My daughter goes to school in Tampa, so we decided to come out here and hang out for the weekend. I'm literally right on the beach. Not the video that you see in front of me, but but the video, but in front of me there is an ocean. Hey, King, welcome, 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 welcome. All right, I am going to go ahead and share my screen, and we will begin. 1 second, let me just see something right here, quick here. 1 second here. 1 second. Just need to check something here before we start, and we can begin. Second here. Oh, here we go. I found what I was looking for. Who's in the room with me? Hey, Matt, you're in here with me. Oh, you know what, Matt? I think I'm in the wrong room.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
All right, thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Well, hey, before you get off, here's the link
Yes.
for everyone.
Oh, perfect. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Yep.